Much better. Alright. Hello. Welcome. I'm just simply advertising right now, so yeah. Looks like I need to sync again. Apologies for that. I just wanted to smile like this. There we go. I'm just advertising right now, so wow, this music is loud. There we go. Uh, Welcome chat. Nice to see you again. I know I've been switching up a lot lately, and I know that can be a bit annoying, but I do plan to stay as this for as long as, basically forever, but, you know, wish me luck on that. But I'd rather not talk about it, you know, I'd rather just speak through my actions anyway. Great, the music here is a little bit loud. Let's see here. Alright, that should do it. Stupid wind. Anyway, welcome chat. I do appreciate... Oh, there you are, Pig. It's you, Nico. Is it alright if I call you Nico? Oh, right. Anyway, is it alright if I call you Nico? 'Cause, you know, you have a pretty long name there. It's, basically it's called, the Pigman 236. It's kind of a weird name. Alright, that's good. Anyway, I'm still in the advertising phase here, so hopefully I can just get as many people as possible. I'm doing it through my smartphone, so that's why I'm, like, looking up there. Hopefully my RAM doesn't betray me. Yeah, I can definitely see a slowdown here. Very well. There we go. Alright, that's good. That's nice. Alright, let's see here. Almost done. Why is that the chat not showing up? It's so strange. Could have sworn it was right here. Well, I'm gonna have to try and, yeah, let's just see if the chat box does show up again. Alright, try saying something again. Oh, right, yes, we're good. I'm just, still advertising. There's nobody on YouTube, unfortunately. Oh, right, feel free to do it any time. Thank you. Thank you. It's just one sketch, right? You did seem to want more than one, correct? Oh, right. It's actually very good that you budget a little bit. I don't want you to be breaking you, but yeah, budgeting is very good. Um, anyway, just feel free to send it over in DMs or in chat. I generally prefer chat, but for some reason, uh, seriously, why is chat not showing up? Question. Can you see chat in can you see chat because I can't see it in OBS? Trying to fix that right now because that's kind of a problem. I'll try not to take too long, but anyway, chat. What do you think about this new model, this new rig that I got? I was actually able to make it on my own through I think it was Vroid that I was able to make it. I even made the pigtails actually on my own. Basically, I just drew them and they kind of just went there. It's actually pretty good, actually. It's kind of nice. So it was surprisingly easy to actually, it was surprisingly easy to make it, and all I did was just simply, like, draw the thing down here, and basically just, draw the pigtails. The only difference is that it doesn't have the little, little straps. And yeah, just give her elf ears and the eyes, and make her incredibly small. Although, to be honest, I can show you how small I am. Let me just... Oh, crap. So yeah, here's how small... Oh, crap. Why do I keep pressing the wrong buttons? Anyway, so... Just doing a bit of syncing here. Anyway, this is how small I am. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Alright, there we go. So anyway, I'm gonna have to try and connect the tablet soon. Oh well, anyway. Yeah, I think that should be it. I take too long sometimes. Very well. And there goes the tracking. Oh really? You got you got a picture of your Khajiit, huh? Is that like a character you had on Skyrim? It finally got completed after a month since I had an update due to fines and whatnot, but I got that finished. So who did you commission to? Is that like a 3D model or something? Oh, it's a drawing. Hello! Hello, Giga. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you that you're finally here. Anything, I think we're just about ready to start. Let's see if this pen is working properly. There we go. Sorry for the bump. Oh, really? Busy? Busy with what? Oh, great. It's not capturing output. Yeah, there we go. Ah, right. Hopefully my head doesn't get in the way, but very well. I think it might be a little bit too on the low side. There we go. Alright, wait, Whisper? What do you mean the Whisper? You mean on Discord? Alright, let's get started on your request at least. Dear gods. I would prefer here mainly because at least I won't have to open Discord and potentially crash, so that's usually the reason I prefer to do it in chat. But but I did want to know if you did know what a bottle of skooma is. Oh yeah, I know what it is. It's like, I guess it's like beer and cocaine in Skyrim, I guess. It's like cocaine soda. Wait, what? I don't even know how to charge my bloody phone. I can't even look. Ah, great. May as well just focus. Very well, let's get started. In the meantime, I'm just gonna start doing the dwarf drawing that I liked a lot. That was the point of this stream. May as well consider that a warm-up. Alright, well, let's see what we have here. Not this one. Great. Where can I have possibly put that now? Should have known where it was. What? What did I do? Oh, I actually made this render recently. That was kind of an accident. I didn't mean to open this. I swear to God, I had the drawing somewhere. Illustration. Get requests. Maybe that's it. Oh, for the love of... There we go. There it is. Oh. Hi, darling. Hi, Dawes. Um... Talking skooma. Oh, dear God. Alright, so this is a drawing that I was going to work on, mostly as a sort of warm-up. I may as well just put some music on. Apologies for the silence. Usually one of the things I don't like about Fancier streams is that he's awfully quiet. You know, there's not a lot of music in his streams, so usually that's kind of a bummer. Let's see what I can find. Not a lot in the way of Warcraft. Could have sworn it was around here. There it is. Right, that would be... Of course. May as well just, cancel... Oh, for the love of... Anyway... Apologies for the delay. I'm just looking for music. Not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty darn good sketch. Oh, damn. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't played that game because, first of all, I don't have a PS5, and also I don't have it on Steam, and I don't even have a good enough computer for that. I mean, all I have is basically an i5 and an integrated GPU from Intel, which I guess in theory it could work, but unfortunately for an open world game like this, I doubt it's gonna work. Yeah, no. No, I don't think it's gonna work. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm just responding to someone from Discord. Yes, I can watch you from the Discord. Anyway, by the way, sweetheart, do you know anything about, Elden Ring at all? Did you even play it? I'm not even sure if the grace is supposed to be like a diamond, but I just drew a diamond because that's all I could really do. I mean, it just looks like a lightning or a thingy or whatever. I suppose I'll just have to draw it somehow. And the biggest challenge is trying to like draw it in a way that actually looks like she's interacting with it. Like at that point she would be way too close to... Yeah, it's a floaty flame, alright. But the problem is the perspective here, like, if the grace is supposed to be there, she would have to be very close to it, which wouldn't make a lot of sense. And I want the grace to be somewhere around here. I'm trying to like find a good, draw a good spot for this. like so. Like, yeah, I'm trying to not, like, trying to make it look 3D as possible. Yeah, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. So I'm guessing it's like a pile of fire, I suppose. Looks like rocks for the most part. Has some roots in it too. Alright, let's just see what I can do here. So basically it's like a pile of rocks sort of on each other like so. And then you have some roots here. I really don't want to take too long. Oh, it's ashes. Right. Alright, so you did play Elden Ring. Is it on PC or console, I imagine? Although, to be honest, my character's race is kind of ambiguous for the most part, considering that like, personally, I would call myself a dwarf, but a lot of the aesthetic seems to be more akin to a gnome. At least, you know, like a World of Warcraft slash D&D type of gnome. Like, I don't know, even Tolkien dwarves usually have beards, which I don't like, but, you know, I guess it's up to you to decide. Oh, it's you. Nice to see you. Is it okay if I call you by your real name? Because, you know, George Charged Gamers is a bit of a mouthful, I would say. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue very nice, but, you know, just asking. But for now, I'll just call you Joy, for the most part. Anyway, nice to see you. Alright, nice to see you again, Chris. I definitely, have decided to do a lot of changes, but, anyway, if you're wondering about the model, I just sort of created it in Vroid, and, you know, I just decided to make it real quick. Originally, I was actually going to use the Shantoto model that I found on DA, but unfortunately, it wasn't very good. So I kind of just decided to use Vroid instead, and it was 100 times easier. Anyway, back to the Elden Ring kind of thing. Ah, shit, I really should probably edit some of the things here. Whatever. I'm just drawing it as a pile of rocks here. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like ash, but I never really know how ash looks like. Looks like a pieces of wood. So it's like ash wood, I imagine. So it's like a little bit on the I mean, I don't want to get too detailed. Kind of just want to try and get this over with as soon as possible. I kind of need to really not take too long either. I may also want to erase this, although I could just sort of use it as a reference material. Oh dear God, what did I do? Oh, there we go. I mean, dear gods, not dear God. Anyway, let me just cut this off. Wrong. Alright, there we go. Ah, right, the little free sketch, right. I guess I would do it as a warm-up, but right now I've already got paid by, one of my watches here, called Nico, although he goes by a different name here. I think his name is, oh yeah, the Pigman 236, right, but I just call him Nico. So I guess I might do that after I finish, but then again, I might not. By the way, Nico, did you even decide to do the drawing? All I heard is just something about skooma, so if you don't say anything right away, I'm just gonna draw something, a Khajiit drinking skooma. Is that, if that's what you want? Alright, okay, so I'm just gonna paste this, and then transform. Like, this perspective here is just not right. Something like this, I imagine. This is mostly just a reference material. Not entirely sure if I should move her eyes. I mean, she definitely should be looking a bit farther, like, there we go. There we go. This is one of the reasons I like digital, because you can always fix things like this. And you don't have to, like, waste your time erasing things here. Looks like the eye might be a little too big. So you just need to be careful and just draw over. Just be careful. Very well. Alright, yeah, sleep well. Sleep well, Joy. Hi, Joey. Nice to see you. I'm sorry I missed the stream. I was kind of, I guess I had a really bad sleep schedule, and also I had some severe anxiety problems. So yeah, I suppose that's kind of a thing. I'll probably rewatch it, you know. I do hope you make a series out of that, though. It does sound. Did you have fun there, at least? You know. I hope my recommendation was worth it, though. I'm really sorry that I wasn't there, though. Ah, right. That's actually kind of a thing in animes, right? It's whenever you try and calibrate, you end up always like this. And I'm guessing it's like a sort of thing that animes does. Most of the time you're better off just simply like... I mean, what I did was to try, if I was customizing a model, would be to try and make sure that the vising for anger looks a bit more, you know, less intense, right? Because the Jasmine model that I used earlier in my last stream was a little bit funky because her anger looked very intense, but this one's more on the subtle side, right? So it doesn't look all that weird. So yeah, I don't know if you can like edit the emotions, but if you can, you're better off trying to make the angry expression look less intense. I'm not sure if you can do that in Vroid though. Oh dear God, here comes the frame rate. But yeah, I would recommend you just constantly calibrate again and again, and that should usually fix it. and try not to have hair on your eyebrows so that animes doesn't get confused. And anyway, I'm glad to see that it was a fun game. I knew it was gonna be fun. At least I hope it was funny too, you know? Alright, that should do the trick. Okay, so let's just decrease the occupancy of this thing. There we go. So it's a little flame. Oh wait, that was pretty good. Holy crap. Holy crap, that is so good. Alright, let's see what we have here. So yeah, I think that's how a Elden Ring thing actually looks like. See how things are on Twitter at least. Looks like I got a lot of notifications. 3% battery, holy crap. Anyway, that's enough of Twitter for once. I mean, I don't know, I mean, Slugfest is definitely a game that's not meant to be taken too seriously, though. But, yeah, it's a very wacky game. I'm sure you get used to it. Aw, crap. Alright, that should do the trick. I suppose I'll just have to at least... There we go. At least I hope that's... Alright, let's just cleaning up the lines here. Just making sure they are good. Might wanna try and close Discord. Alright, so well, I hope the Elden Ring thing does help with the algorithm though. I definitely hope so too. What is up with the... Anyway. Alright, let's put this here and just move on, you know? By the way, chat, is the frame rate on my avatar very slow? Like, I definitely is getting choppy right now for some reason. Sometimes it's alright, sometimes it's not. I mean, I guess it's when I alt-tab that it starts chugging like an old computer. Oopsies. Oh dear, looks like we lost the viewer. I suppose that just happens, I suppose, but oh well. Anyway, I'm just gonna look for some music right now, so apologies if I delay for a bit. Right, hopefully it's not copyrighted, but I'll try my best not to try and get to that. It's a shame a lot of music has to be copyrighted. I do wish that there was some kind of reform to try and just, I don't know, expand on free speech. Not free speech, what am I talking about? I'm actually just talking about like fair use, right? Fair use seems to be a bit of a dead law right now, so yeah, I just hope something happens that would actually maybe make it a little more common. I guess the internet has made it particularly hard to enforce fair use, considering it's mostly just a US law, but I'm already touching some pretty touchy territories, so let's see if I can actually find some decent music. Jeez, I just had the right music in my head, and it completely disappeared. Jeez. Ugh. let's see what we have. Skyrim, maybe? No. Wait, RIAA? What the hell is this? I mean, I know Disney's responsible for this, but... RIAA, I'm looking that up. Recording Industry Association of America. Alright, got it. Thanks Disney, thanks RIAA, for fuck's sake. I think that's what you meant by FFS, you know, for fuck's sake. I mean, I don't know. I can't help but speculate, like, what kind of scenario, would actually cause this sort of change, right? Like, the only thing I can imagine right now is that maybe some rich guy decides to make a big, massive lawsuit and he wins, right? So I'm guessing it would be like an Amber Heard kind of situation where, basically some rich guy gets pissed and he just ends up suing Disney and the RIAA. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing about. I think that's more like poor implementation, but I don't know. I mean, there are some things that we can do tangibly at least. You can technically call your senators and annoy them about that, and that should at least be able to potentially increase the chances of something changing for the most part. The idea is, of course, to just simply, annoy them enough that they would at least do something about it. No guarantees, of course, but eh, I would say that would be a better thing to do than nothing. But yeah, one step at a time, I suppose. But now that I think about it, Disney does seem to be losing ground lately. I mean, they basically seem to be. They're not as profitable as they used to be. Investors are basically looking at them as freaks because reality is that how can I say this? Mm, well, you know how businesses don't like to be controversial, right? Um, Disney clearly is one such. I should probably put some music there. You know what? I'm just gonna put it from my end. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, I think that Disney has sort of lost a lot of ground, mainly because they just sort of ended up pissing off a lot of investors. Like, first of all, they're very extreme left. Like, they usually get way too involved in politics, to the point that it ends up becoming a little bit unstable, because here's the thing about business, right? You're generally better off not making any overt political statements. You usually want the favor of both sides of the political spectrum, right wing, left wing, whatever. And, the consequence of, like, appealing to one side, whether it be left or right, is that you're gonna end up pissing off, like, a large proportion of the population. Like, half the population is gonna be pissed off at you. And, you're gonna end up not really making as much money, right? And of course, I guess you could say in the Wall Street side of things, basically, I'll try and finish this as soon as possible. I know this can be a little boring. Apologies for that. I just simply needed to vent. May as well do that while I'm drawing. But like I said, I think the main problem with on the Wall Street side of things, investors don't like companies that are controversial because they're like wild cards. And TLDR, Disney has been very much losing ground on that end of the spectrum, on the Wall Street side of things, because they're not really reliable and they always end up getting themselves into a lot of controversy. And honestly, I think they just ended up becoming an example of, if you please everybody, well, in this case, if you please one side, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I got a little confused there. But, yeah. I guess the reason I kind of went off a tangent of Disney is because, you know, with them losing ground, I think you know, I think now would be a good time for them to like, to force them to change that bullshit about copyright. Maybe that would help. I don't know. Then again, they still have a lot of lobbyists, which is a problem. But yeah, I think that Disney is weak enough to be at least changing in some way. That's basically my point. Anyway, back to business, or my business, I guess. Sorry about the politics, I just really had to get this thing out of my chest, because honestly, it's just frustrating to see so much copyright. It's very draconian, I would have to say. Hello, Silver. Nice to see you again. Oh yeah. I'm trying to smile and it's already frowning. There we go. Well, this is basically as far as I'm concerned. I hope not to switch identities all that often, but if I'm being honest, I think the reason I ended up doing that so much is because one, I kind of wanted to get escape politics, right? And well, it's really not that simple. I mean, life is never that simple. But as far as I'm concerned, how can I explain this? Well, I felt like I started noticing that there's a lot of, let's say, crazy people on the left side of politics, and it seems like they're doing everything in their power to sneak in their politics, right? And long story short, when you pay for something, like a movie or television show or video game, you usually do that for the sake of escapism. And my eyebrows are already losing their shit. There we go. So, like I said, basically, a long story short, I was basically like, there were these, I guess you could say there's a lot of examples of like left-wing bullshit being snuck into a lot of escapist media, right? And, I want to pay for a movie so that I can escape politics, but then Disney, for example, surprise, surprise, they end up basically just being overtly political, and they make crappy films like The Last Jedi, and then when you say I don't like this film, then they start branding you as some kind of Trump supporter, which it isn't fair, because I'm not a Trump supporter. I just don't like The Last Jedi, but then they just keep going on this narrative because they think it's gonna somehow boost business, but honestly, Disney, I guess, in a way, has contributed to this insanity, right? But it's not just in Disney, it was in a lot of other companies as well, so... Man, this is so complicated. Anyway, I just wanted to explain why I really switched a lot, and, TLDR, since there's a lot of crazy leftists that have been trying to sneak in their politics into a lot of pop culture, I literally went insane, right? And, needless to say, it affected my sense of self-esteem and my sense of self a lot, because I used to be one of them. I used to be one of those crazy leftists, and needless to say, insanity ensued, and I tried to, like, reinvent myself because I wanted to, like, distance myself from all this crap, and fun. Disney isn't as political as they use superficial political ideas as a shield. Yes, that's exactly the point, right? But I really think that that has a lot more deeper consequences than you realize, because unfortunately, Disney just sort of, I guess you could say, how can I say this? They're pandering to political extremists, and these extremists are incredibly toxic, right? They're internet trolls, to say the least. And of course, because they're extremists, it makes the very idea of enjoying a bloody Disney film nearly impossible, because then you're gonna have to deal with the Marxists, and it's all just a lot of politicking, and it just like, I just want to shoot myself in the chest sometimes because of that. It's frustrating, right? And you know, you have this situation where you're trying to escape all of that, but then when you get into a Disney film, you end up sort of being looped back into politics when, you know, you're trying to escape it in the first place. So you can already see how that's taken a toll on my sanity, right? But yeah, thankfully I was able to, like, you know, find a way around all this bullshit. It's not that easy to ignore that, but I think the better idea would just simply be to try and simply not get involved with Disney at all, which is hard because they own a lot of crap. And yeah, again, I guess that's expanding on my previous point that Disney is kind of upsetting their investors because they're just being overtly hard left without, you know, considering the consequences altogether, right? Which honestly I think is a very pointless effort because at the end of the day they're trying to appeal to China, right? And China is more on the hard right side of politics, and you know, it's kind of ironic, right? It's all very superficial in the end, which I honestly think it's better that they would just portray themselves as somewhat neutral. I think that's a much better idea. But anyway, enough about Disney. I'm already kind of getting tired of their bullshit. But yeah, I know this sounds like it's about Disney, but trust me, it's not just that. It expands beyond just Disney. It's a problem that spans beyond Disney. But yeah, anyway, Chad, I would definitely prefer that we could start talking about like things that aren't as political, at least, you know, like how can I say this? Star Wars is political, but they usually do that in a way that is very subtle and very tasteful. Like the Star Wars prequels do a good job at being political without being obvious, right? Like, you know, the whole story of the prequels is that they're like a dictatorship and all that, but they don't really make it obvious, right? They don't insult your intelligence for that. And I think that's another theme with a lot of Disney stuff. Like, you know, they're being political, right? But they're also doing that in a way that is like so overbearingly obvious, which I think is kind of stupid. Wait, really? Really? Well, yes, but I don't know. I mean, it just. Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, that was definitely a blatant reference to Nazis, right? But I think the reason it doesn't really feel that overbearing nowadays is because, you know, there was no internet there. There was no Twitter for a bunch of left-wing political extremists to be whiny about it, right? Maybe that's the whole thing. That maybe that's what I'm complaining about, considering that. Apologies, I was just trying to sync up a bit. Yeah, I know, but I mean, honestly, what I'm trying to say is that Star Wars had a more tasteful way of expressing politics without, you know, being annoying about it, right? Because every time someone's being political now, it seems to be more like a hot take instead of doing that. Like there's this obvious like you can obviously tell that the writers nowadays seem to be just doing it for the sake of attention rather than any sincerity, right? I think that's the thing that bugs me nowadays, that there's no sincerity to all of this. So maybe that's the reason I get a little bit upset about all of this. Like, I guess when people say they want something apolitical, they want something that's not so obvious, something that you figure out on your own, maybe. But yeah, and sorry if I'm slowing down on the drawing. I just simply uh, let's see what we have here. Yeah, it's like a little sports short or something. I think subtlety is the name of the game here, basically. So basically that's what I really liked about Star Wars, at least when it comes to the politics. I don't know, I mean, it's hard to really explain, to be honest, but I should move on to another topic. I think I've already said enough about that. So let's see. Well, let's see. I think, well, I may as well just finish this point with this, right? I think there's a difference between, you know, a piece of media like Star Wars being political and a piece of media be politicking, basically. Like, there's this sense that, you know, like, you know, like The Last Jedi, when compared to the first Star Wars film, feels more like it's just Democrat advertising rather than, being a sincere expression of politics, right? Because, George Lucas was an artist first and foremost, so, it doesn't really feel so shallow and stupid, right? It doesn't feel so cynical. But yeah. Hold on. I'm having trouble drawing a line here. Overall, I think what's going on with a lot of media nowadays is that there's a lot of annoying people like using using pop culture as nothing more than just political tools to like, score for against the other team, right? Like there's a lot of like, oh, you know, I guess there's a lot of fanaticism, like that sort of NFL kind of fanaticism where they're only using pop culture as just another tool to like score a point against the other team, in this case being the Republicans, right? And it all just feels very cynical and stupid, and we're just simply in the middle like, what are you two doing, you fucking idiots? Why can't you just simply be a bit more sincere? Why can't you just stop with all the clout chasing and all that? And it just feels very, very annoying. And like, if I'm being honest, I'm more of a center leftist, but wow, that's a lot of venting. Apologies for the politics. It's just that, well, let's just say that I ended up getting involved in some drama that involved a lot of extreme leftists, and needless to say, they were very crazy. And yeah, I just really felt like maybe it's time that I take a distance from all that stuff for a bit. But honestly, I don't know what other thing I can talk about. Anyway, I don't know if the line on here is turning out very well. I think it turned out a lot better than I thought. Not sure if I should. Yeah, this one's a little too thick for its own good. Let's see. All right then. May want to solidify the drawing this right here. Looks a bit faded. Alright, this one's a bit tricky. Oh dear, looks like we only have one. Is that you, Nikki? Are you still here? I should have never talked about politics, to be honest. I definitely bit off too much than I could possibly chew. Anyway, let's try and delicately draw around here. Yeah, I think that should be enough, maybe? Nah. Oh dear God. My eye. Anyway, I should probably just continue drawing until viewers come back. Then again, OBS tends to be very misleading about that. Oh dear God, what did I do now to attract more viewers? I guess I just have to persevere. Draw the neck here. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna draw the neck. Let's see what we have here. I do hope I can actually get recommended somehow. Let's see. Alright, huh. Those are some very loud birds. Anyway, I wonder who's still around here. I think it's still Nikki, if I remember correctly. Please, chat, because all I see is just like one viewer in Twitch. That sucks. Definitely shouldn't have talked about politics. Very well. May as well take this opportunity to try and find a charger for my... Oh, there you are. So it's you. Oh, it's you. Man, you usually go by different names. Oh, right. I guess Diaper Rash. Wow, that's a very particular name. Honestly. Anyway, right. So, yeah, I mean, on my end, it just says that there's one Twitch viewer. I don't really understand why that is. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to just simply wonder about this whole thing. At least I have two viewers, which is nice. Ah, dear God. Ah, my butt. Although, actually, there is something I would like to show you about. I actually found this very strange thing. Real quick. I'll try not to take too long, don't worry about it. Let me see if I can put display capture, right, there we go. Although, to be honest, I think it would be better just to capture Chrome instead. So, display capture, Chrome. Oh, for the love of... Where's that display capture? What am I even doing? This is so embarrassing. It's, shit, where is it? Oh, there we go. Why is it showing up like that? That's not what I wanted. It's window capture. Alright, there we go. There we go. Anyway, I just wanted to show you something that I found recently. Where the hell is it? Oh, for the love of... I'm actually trying to look for my watch list. Alright, okay, so the question that I wanted to ask was basically... I could have sworn it was... Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna move this until I find it. A lot of information here. Alright, now it seems like OBS is actually capturing what's actually going on here. Anyway, finally I found it. Here it is. Although to be honest, I should probably not like animace cam, animace cam, animace cam. There we go. There we go. So, right. Question is, would you spend $800 on this sort of thing? Would you do? Oh yeah, they definitely do. Also, the frame rate is real. Yes, $800 for that. Would you spend that much for a bloody ship? Yeah, would you spend that much for the bloody ship from Avatar: The Last Airbender? That's a good question that I want you to answer. Like, seriously, would you actually spend that much money to actually build a freaking ship? I would buy it mostly just to show off that I'm rich, if I ever do get rich, because I like Legos and whatever. It's a bloody... Alright, so it looks like Diaper Rush. Yeah, not with that price. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess I tend to be very ambitious when it comes to this, and I'm also lagging like hell. What the hell is going on? Well, yeah, but there are some packs. I mean, I guess instruction manual. You have to understand that there's a. It's very rare. I mean, I think you can just look it up. Let me see if I can find it, at least on eBay. I don't think there's anything else besides that. This is a very rare set. Didn't sell very well. Yeah, it's just simply the set. There's no instruction manual. Let's see if maybe I can fix this frame rate problem. There we go. Hopefully that should fix it. Very well. Anyway. So let me see if I can find the... Alright, so here's the instruction manual. At least I'm gonna try and find it. There you go. Wait, what? Here it is. Alright, so here's the link for the PDF, in case you're interested. The only thing that you won't be able to find are the minifigures, so you're gonna have to order custom minifigures for each and every one of them, but besides that, I think there are some... I do believe there are some unique pieces here that you're gonna have to look for your own. Like the flags, maybe. And that's about it. I think you can basically recreate the rest right here. But anyway, I think that's enough for now. I think that's enough for that curiosity. Chrome. There we go. Frame rate problems are over. Yay! Yeah, I think that's basically a better way. That's what LEGO's all about, you know? Just finding workarounds to stuff like this. Anyway, I sent you the link on chat. You might want to click on it. There's a PDF that you can download for that so that you can get started. That should usually be a lot better than nothing. I think they also have the list of amount of bricks inside that set so that you should be able to find them, you know, individually online. Pretty sure it's a lot cheaper than that. But anyway, yeah, I did a job for you. I think you owe me a donation if you have money. But if not, that's alright. Oh dear God. By the way, would I be the only one that would find Pride Month to be a little annoying sometimes? Like, you know, especially when Disney goes all pride and whatever, you know? Oh dear God, I really need to forget about Disney. Jesus Christ, I mean, I hate it. Actually, I've noticed something a little peculiar, Nikki. There is actually figures that you can buy, right, from the set. You could actually get them all, at least for like you have the Fire Nation soldier that goes around for like $10 to $20, and the same thing goes for Katara, and Zuko's probably the most expensive one actually. Usually goes for around $40 to $50 because of how rare it is. But I think you're better off just simply painting a scar over an angry mini Brickman's face. But yeah, I think you can get at least the soldiers for cheap if you're like into that, but I'm not sure if you're comfortable spending... Oh dear God. The lag is real. Yeah, no, you would not spend that money on like a bloody minifigure of all things. Although... there is this monstrosity of a Lego figure. Where's Mr. Gold? I swear to God, there was Mr. Gold. Oh, that ruined the surprise. Mr. Gold. Guild. Ugh. Gold. Bloody ram. Yeah, here he is. There he is. Right, here's another question. Wait, what? What? Oh wait, it's a sticker. Alright, I was like, what? They're selling Mr. Gold for like $5. That's a sacrilege. But no, here's the real Mr. Gold. Yeah. Again, would you spend $100 for this monstrosity of a minifigure? Dear gods, I'm lagging like hell. Alright, let me see if I can just shrink it down a bit. Let me see if maybe shrinking it down might actually work. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference, but it does seem to improve things a bit. No. No, I would... Let me just get this Chrome thing off. Chrome... Right, there we go. No, I would not... I wouldn't... The most I've ever... No, I wouldn't. The most I've ever spent on a Lego set was like $30 US, and after that, after a while, I just wanted to sit on them. Wait, what? Why would you sit on that? Are you crazy? You realize how much damage they do to the foot, let alone your butt. You imagine the kind of pain that a fucking Lego brick is gonna cause you. Yeah, no, $100 seems a bit ridiculous for this sort of thing. Again, I would probably just only buy it as a flex to try and show how rich I am, I guess. A little bit of a flex, I guess. Big old flex. I guess that's what these types of items are for, just a big old flex to show how dirty rich you are. Problem is that if you do that, you're probably gonna end up you might end up attracting a lot of burglars, so you're better off being a bit discreet about that. Dear gods. Oh, right, let's see, I think I have a really good link for you. Not sure if it would go through, but if that doesn't go through, Diaper Rash, I think you're gonna love this video, actually. It's right here. Oh, finally, chat actually works. But yeah, anyway, it's about fast food taste. It's like chemistry and all that. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy that, at least after the stream. Just put it on your watch later, and you'll be fine. Anyway, I think that should be enough, Mr. Gold. Anyway, I think that should be enough for enough goofing around. Also, should probably look for the charger. At least, apologies for the weird physics. Just looking for a charger for my phone. Considering that I'm trying to charge my smartphone. Fortunately, it's a lot harder than it looks. There we go. There it is. Alright, of course I don't have a mouse now because I have to connect it right here. Real shame, I suppose. It's gonna be a little bit annoying, but I gotta try and possibly be causing all of this? I'm guessing it's just the pulling and all that. Yeah, I think it's the charger that's causing all that. There we go. There we go. Come on, pin. Work. There we go. Oh crap. Alright, I may as well save this as much as I can. Alright. Alright. This is supposed to be a bolt. By the way, chat, what would I want to draw around her? Like, I was thinking of, like, I don't know, pieces of bolts and all that. I'm not really sure what else I can draw. Alright. Just trying to clean up the lines here so that I can draw them. Apologies if I seem a bit strange about that. Oh, right, of course, the mouse is dead. That's strange. Why is the welcome music not play? Oh, right, it stopped playing. There we go. I'm just gonna be listening to some copyrighted music, so yeah. Wow, this mic is sensitive. Apologies, I'm just trying to set up my own music here and it doesn't seem to be tracking me very well. A few mistakes were made, I suppose. Happens. looks like YouTube's not working as I originally intended it. And my RAM's already at its limits as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, chat, alright. Bloody hell. The power of the rain for the ancient story. Alright, let's continue now. Alright, time for the final lines. Come on. Alright, let's start with the face. Hopefully the lines are